everyone, welcome back to Chaotic Strategies TCG, and today I'm going to be going over our last installment on how to play Pokemon the card game. Today I'm going to be going over some of the special conditions that happen during battle phase, how to conduct and go through your battle phase, and go through all the evolutions with your standard evolution, EX, Mega, and your GX evolutions as well. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that way you guys are always staying current with the videos that I'm pumping out weekly. With that said, let's head on over to the table and I will break down this final installment of Pokemon the card game. Okay everyone, so just kind of a little refresher from last week's video. This week I've got Froakie up here. He's our basic Pokemon. Okay, so we're going to start with him and we're going to go through the evolutions. So you cannot evolve on the very first turn of the game. So whoever flips a coin wins the coin toss. Okay, they go first. They have all their basic Pokemon set out, their active Pokemon here, and basic Pokemon set in a bench. But you cannot evolve that first turn, even if you have an evolve card in your hand. Same as you can't attack that turn either. But later on in the game, once you get going and you can start to evolve, you can evolve as many Pokemon as you can during your turn. So when you evolve a Pokemon, all of your energies stay on that card. Any tools that you have on that card stay, and any damage counters stay on that card as well. The only things that go away when you evolve your Pokemon is going to be special conditions like burn, poison, sleep, paralyzed, or confused. Those get wiped as soon as you evolve. You can only evolve one Pokemon once per turn. So if you have a Pokemon that has 3 stages of evolution, you can only evolve one stage per turn. So like Froakie, I have Frogadier in my hand, so during this turn I can go ahead and evolve Froakie into Frogadier. Now he has a ability which activates as soon as he hits the field, and you can utilize these from the bench as well. Some of them, you just make sure you have to read, but they'll have an ability effect there, and his is Gale Shuriken. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So and that activates whether he's on the bench or as your active Pokemon. Now, I cannot evolve him into Greninja from here. So I would have to, as long as I had one water energy on him, I can go ahead and use his water drip during my battle phase and then pass turn. You know, I can play whatever other cards I need to play. So going into the next turn, then I can evolve him into Greninja. Now if you guys notice, this Greninja is a GX Greninja. He has a GX ability. So here's the thing with the GX abilities. You'll have you can use anything that you want to as far as little card. If you buy some of the starter packs that you can get for Pokemon, it'll come with a GX token, and that token will stay on the field. You can only use one GX ability per duel. Okay, so once you use that GX ability, you cannot use it again. You're done. This one, GX can be evolved from a normal regular Pokemon, okay, as long as you follow your stages. Now some of your trainer cards will allow you to evolve directly to a stage 2 or a stage 1 even if you've already evolved. So as long as you have the trainer card that allows something like that, like Rare Candy is one of the trainer cards that allow you to do that. So, with GX as well, if your opponent defeats a EX or GX card, they get to pull 2 prize cards from their prize slot, not just one. So if they defeat, you know, Froakie or Frogadier, they can just pull 1 prize card. But if you have a GX or EX card on the field, they get to pull 2. Now, primarily, your GX cards are going to be basic cards, so you can just go, you can have them lined out onto the bench or put them right into your active Pokemon. Not a lot of GX cards actually involve evolving, so that's the nice thing about some of the EX and GX cards. So now going into the Mega Evolutions from EX. Here I have a EX Venusaur who is a basic, so I can play him in my bench or directly to my active Pokemon spot if I don't have a Pokemon already there. During my next turn, I can Mega Evolve Venusaur, and you can tell if it's a Mega Evolve because it'll have an M right by its name. So this one is Mega Venusaur EX, and you'll see up at the top left corner that there'll be a picture of Venusaur there. So now I can Mega Evolve my EX Venusaur to Mega Venusaur EX. Again, if he gets defeated by battle, my opponent gets to draw 2 prize cards, and vice versa. If you defeat one of their EX or GX cards, you get to pull 2 prize cards that you have as well. So there's a lot of different cards. Like this EX, I have EX Altaria here. He's also a basic, so I can put that card right down onto my bench. If this was to get destroyed, then I could bring Altaria right up into my active Pokemon slot. So that's pretty much it for the evolutionary side of things. Very simple, it's just all turn-based. So if you have a line of Pokemon down in your bench here, so if we had Altaria, we have Froakie, and we have Venusaur on our bench, during my single turn, I can go ahead and evolve Froakie into Frogadier and evolve Venusaur into Mega Venusaur all in one turn. No problem. If I had a Mega Altaria, I could do the same thing there. Next turn then, I could also evolve Frogadier into Greninja, even though he's still on the bench, and then I can use his ability from the bench as well, which is similar to Frogadier's. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, and it doesn't matter, you can do that on the bench or active. So, pretty straightforward on the evolutions. Going into our battle phase, okay? So, in order to battle, you have to have enough energies on your card in order to use their abilities. If you don't have enough energies to use their abilities, then you cannot attack and you just pass turn. So these markers here are going to be how many energies you need to utilize these effects. So for Powerful Gain for Altaria, you would need 2 colorless. So you can put any 2 energy that you want to onto this card. Same thing to use Shining Wind. Shining Wind will do 80 and Powerful Gain will do 30 plus. So once you are able to do that, you attack your opponent's Pokemon, and then they're going to put 8 damage counters. Each damage counter is worth 10. They're going to put 8 damage counters onto their Pokemon, and you're going to subtract that from this top number up here. So Altaria's life points are at 170. Okay, now some Pokemon also have special conditions that they deal damage to with some of their abilities. Some will, like some of your fire type Pokemon, will inflict burn onto one of their Pokemon. If you get burned, you have to put a burn counter, which, again, if you buy some of the starter packs, it'll come with a little red circle with a band-aid on it, which will stay there. And at the beginning of your turn, you would have to put X amount of burn counters on that card. Same way if it was poisoned, except then you would have a little poison counter, skull and crossbones counter on there as well. You don't necessarily have to use those tokens, you can use whatever you want. Just make sure when you're playing that they are different from each other and that everybody knows that that is a burn counter or a poison counter. So some other special conditions would be sleep. Some Pokemon put others to sleep during battle. If your Pokemon gets put to sleep, you will turn it to the left, like so. Other Pokemon inflict confusion. If your Pokemon gets confused, you turn it upside down with the picture of the Pokemon facing you. And then others cause paralysis. If your Pokemon is paralyzed, then it gets turned to the right. So again, if any of these things, I'm going to go ahead and use Venusaur as an example. If Venusaur got put to sleep, I would turn him here, okay? Once turn came back around to me and I was able to evolve him, I could evolve him into Mega Venusaur, and then that special condition is removed, but any damage counters that are on him will stay on him. And the last part of the battle phase, which you can do this during any time, not necessarily during the battle phase, but you can also retreat and bring your Pokemon back to the bench and bring out another one from your bench. And each Pokemon has a retreat cost, which is shown down here at the very bottom of the card, which is kind of hard to see in the camera. But Mega Evolve Venusaur has a retreat cost of 4 colorless energies. So I would have to use 4 colorless energies that I would have attached to this card, discard them in order to bring him back to the bench, and then I can bring in another card from my bench if I need to. So if they got to a point where some effects wouldn't necessarily work, or I notice that I have a Pokemon on the bench that does more damage because of a weakness and resistance, then I can swap them out that way. With that being said, going into weakness and resistance, just above your retreat cost down here, you have a weakness and resistance. So Altaria is going to be weak against lightning type Pokemon times 2. So whatever damage that a lightning type Pokemon would do to Altaria, you're going to times that by 2. He's resistant against fighting by 20 damage. So any damage that would get inflicted to Altaria from a fighting Pokemon, you're going to go ahead and subtract 20 damage off of that, so it does less damage to Altaria. And with that, that's just kind of bare basics on how to evolve your Pokemon, the different special conditions that are that can be put onto your Pokemon with various others. I mean, there's so many different Pokemon out there. Again, pay attention when you're building your deck to basics. You can build an entire deck pretty much of EX and GX basic cards. But if you do that, remember your opponent, if they beat it, get to pull 2 prize cards instead of the 1. Again, the winner is whoever runs out of their prize cards first, or whoever cannot put a basic Pokemon into their active Pokemon loses. So that's the battle and evolution phases of Pokemon the card game. Alrighty guys, and that concludes our final installment of how to play Pokemon the card game. Again, we went over evolutions, conducting the battle phase, different special conditions that can be inflicted or that you can inflict on your opponent's Pokemon as well, retreat costs, weaknesses and resistances onto the cards, and there is so much more. So if you guys want further in-depth details of how to play the game, or if you guys have questions, by all means, let me know in the comments. I can walk you through if you guys have any issues on, you know, what things should take place and when, let me know. I'll walk you through it. I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for. I love playing these games, and they're just a lot of fun. Also, down in the description box, I am going to leave a few links to tcgplayer.com where you can look up the cards that I used in this video. It'll have a bunch of different pricing options if you guys decide that you want to buy some of these cards that I showcased in this video. TCG Player is just a great website. I utilize it quite a bit. Also, you can check out the banner, and also in the description box I will leave links to all of our social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and of course right here on YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, share, comment, get these videos out there. I want to spread them to the world so that way I can enlighten people with card games, board games all over the place. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please let me know. If there's things I can improve on, please let me know. With that, I hope you guys are being safe out there. Be sure to wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.